My name is Sam Leeds.
And my name is Olivia Drozd.
And welcome to the first episode of the Cedar Cliff Post.
Concerning world news this week, Indonesia has been hit with a string of devastating natural disasters. On Friday, a 6.2 magnitude earthquake hit Indonesia's West Sulawesi province. As of now, 73 deaths and 820 injuries have been reported. Dwi Korita Karnawati, head of Indonesia's Meteorological, Climatology, and Geophysical Agency, revealed that a tsunami could be triggered if another earthquake arises. In Guatemala, security forces reported a large migrant caravan bound for the United States on Sunday. Both sticks and tear gas were used to prevent the migration of this large caravan. Around 8,000 migrants have entered Guatemala seeking to escape poverty and violence.
In U.S. news this week, following the Georgia runoffs, the Democratic Party officially controls the Senate of the 117th United States Congress. Ossoff will be the youngest sitting U.S. Senator at age 33 and the first Jewish senator from Georgia. This, alongside the historic victory of Reverend Raphael Warnock, will be the first black senator in Georgia's history. On January 6th, the people of America witnessed history as rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol. This event will be something that every one of us will remember for the rest of our lives. Regardless of your personal opinions, the Cedar Cliff Post encouraged people with different opinions to engage in civil discussion about such topics. In other historic U.S. news, the House voted 232 to 197 on January 13th to impeach President Donald Trump for the second time on the charge of incitement and insurrection for his involvement on the Capitol attacks. 10 Republicans crossed the aisle to join Democrats for this historic impeachment.
And finally, with local news. It's no secret that COVID-19 has had a significant effect on small businesses, but this crisis hit close to home when the Cave Rock Climbing shut its doors on December 11th. The cherished climbing center certainly did not close without leaving a legacy. Many people paid tribute to the business on social media and expressed how the cave impacted their lives. Although New Cumberland's gem will be missed, climbers are hopeful that this is not the last they'll see from the cave's owner, Evan Bates, and his family. Some businesses have actually found renewed hope this year. After the West Shore Theater's closure in 2018, its restoration has been a critical cause in New Cumberland. Thanks to the nonprofit group, Friends of the West Shore, this centerpiece will once again show and host movies as well as many other events. Though its plans to go through major renovations will cost approximately $2 million, the plan is to keep the same nostalgic charm. A $650,000 grant was awarded from the governor's office as part of the Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program. With funds pouring in and a community united towards a common goal, the theater is set to open by the end of 2021 and will be in full use by 2022.
It's Parker from the Golden Corral. This week of Cedar Cliff Sports, we didn't have the best week, but we look to roll back next week. For boys Cedar Cliff basketball, they won against Mechanicsburg 59-43. Quite the easy game for them, but as they are still undefeated. And we're here at the varsity basketball game for Cedar Cliff. I'm here with Coach Ty for a short interview about the game and the preseason. All right, for the first question I have here, how was preparing for the season different than others because of COVID?
Well, we had to build in some mask breaks that we don't normally have, so we had to make sure the guys were getting rested and getting their wind, because the mask mandate did come in at the start of our season. So that changed kind of how we had to adjust the tempo of practice a little bit. We had to build in opportunities for them to get their wind and get drinks and stuff, just because we wanted to make sure they can still compete.
Okay, who are some players you are looking forward to see play for you this year?
We return a good amount of experience. So, there's a lot of players in the program that are going to contribute this year. We've got, 4 or 5 guys that played a good amount of varsity minutes last year for us. We've got a lot of younger players, freshmen and sophomores, that have done a really good job of working their way up and becoming better players. So, they're out there competing with the JV team right now. So, there's just a lot of players who have put in a lot of time, and I'm excited to watch them play, hopefully for 18 games this season.
All right, well, thank you for our time here, and hopefully we'll be doing this sometime, maybe in the middle of the season. Who knows? So thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Have a great day. The girls team, basketball, led by Coach Wyant, had a tough loss, and they ended up losing 35-26. The next team we have this week would be the wrestling team. They won one and lost a match this week. They won against Waynesboro 46-13. And they lost to Central Dauphin 57-9. Not so close. Our last sport of this week, we have swimming. The boys swim team had a devastating loss of 134 to 22. The girls also took a tough loss of 113 to 48. Well, that's all for Cedar Cliff sports this week. The Colts look forward to bouncing back this week. Roll Colts.
Hi there, I'm Andrew Binyaga, and this week on Pop Culture. Following the actor's recent spiral, Armie Hammer, the Call Me By Your Name star, has faced recent cannibalism allegations as private text messages from multiple people were leaked. Famous co-star Timothy Chalamet is yet to be heard from. Over the music world, the Grammy nominee The Weeknd is set to perform at this year's Super Bowl on February 7, 2021. Lastly, Disney star Olivia Rodrigo released her single Driver's License, which received a lot of attention from fans as it hinted towards drama between her co-star, Joshua Bassett. It has been popularized on TikTok and became the #1 song globally on Spotify and Apple Music.
Over the past 2 weeks, the 2021 cast of the spring musical Into the Woods began their rehearsals. Stay tuned for updates and interview with the cast in coming episodes. The results of district band and orchestra have also been released. Congratulations to all who have been selected. In other news, West Shore Jazz Band is starting up again. If you play an instrument and are interested in joining, contact Mr. Clements.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to this year?
Boy, I tell you what, it would be nice to find out what normal is, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something that would be awesome to figure out what is school post-pandemic going to look like for all of you? And one of the things that I think is a real heartbeat of Cedar Cliff, and it's actually quite a legacy of Cedar Cliff, is its positive impact on the community.
Next up,
This concludes our first official episode of the Cedar Cliff Post. We appreciate all of your support.
if you would like to keep up to date, you can follow our socials at the Cedar Cliff Post on Instagram and visit our Twitter at Cliff Post. Stay classy, Cedar Cliff.